Oh my gosh, come on in, fellow pop culture aficionado.
Or our moms.
Hi, moms. Enjoy us on the couples couch. We saved you a seat.
We're Tanner and KB Cunningham, a married couple who dish out hilarious banter and spark interesting conversation.
From the wild world of reality TV and the furthest reaches of the internet, we're here to unpack it all. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the fascinating intersectional world of pop culture. Good morning from the couples couch.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday, babe.
Happy Tuesday.
Norbit. Love.
I'm like, how will I ever not just like go, it's Tuesday. Norbit. Tuesday. Honestly, we should find the clip.
We need to infuse that into our brand.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes. Well, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. It took me forever last night to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like, I just could not fall asleep. So that was annoying. But it is what it is. And I finally fell asleep and slept. So that's great.
That's fair. You know what? It took me a long time to fall asleep, too.
Yeah.
Like, in comparison to, like, how I normally fall asleep. I mean, it was almost, like, 11-something.
Right.
And, yeah, I think it's just, like, everything that's, like, just going on, you know? Like,
of course.
We just have so much, like, to think about right now and to figure out, and it's good.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's also stuff on the brain.
Love Rihanna.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How are you though?
I'm good. I like didn't sleep the best, but I'm
Sure.
good. I like slept well enough. Like it's a lot better than it has been, where I feel like I would just like cycle down spirals for hours and be awake for hours. At least like I'm able to like pretty much like self-soothe and put myself back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I'm doing okay, doing good this morning. You put burrito beef in the
I was gonna say it's a
pot
happy
roast.
Tuesday morning. We do have burrito beef cooking. I smell it at the moment. It
And
smells
actually
delicious.
I smelt it in the night. I was like,
Yeah.
it's cooking.
Yeah, I put it in the crock pot and got it started before I went to bed and set it on high for 8 hours and went to sleep.
Yeah. So, and I bet you can smell it outside of like our little door now.
Oh
so,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes like the neighbors are like, "What are y'all cooking?" And we're like, "Fun
We
stuff."
know 0 of our neighbors right now though.
Yeah.
On our floor.
That's true. We lost them.
We did. We got new ones and we haven't introduced ourselves yet. We haven't really caught them either, you know.
I did this morning though, yell at the neighbor.
Oh yes.
And say, I think it's our new neighbor, especially like how they like went up the stairs.
Yeah.
But I yelled, I said, "Your dog is beautiful." Because they have this beagle and he is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Long
So
legs.
I was gonna say so much bigger than our Brooksy, because
Yeah.
Brooks is part beagle, but wow, this dog is huge, but it's beautiful.
A beautiful dog. I mean, I do hear it barking, like never through our walls or anything, but just like sometimes we're in the hallway.
Yeah.
Or like right after Brooks gets put in his crate when we have to leave. Like I think the dogs like talk to each other. Honestly, I want them to meet. I need to figure out how I'm gonna like talk to the neighbors, because I don't talk to the neighbors.
Right.
But I want Brooks to meet that dog.
Yeah.
Like this is like a play date for my son at this point.
That's true.
And when I saw him this morning, we were walking. We were both like morning walkers, so maybe
Maybe there's a morning walk connection.
maybe there's a chance. Like we were walking out like this morning. It was like right before 7, I think, when we left. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll put it out there. Hopefully it happens.
Yeah. Anything can happen.
It's all happening.
Ooh, ooh. Yes. Oh, so that's where we're at with that. I
Yeah.
want Brooks to be the neighbor. That's my one obsession. My other current obsession, since
Oh,
I'm
yes.
just talking about walks and we like to bring in our current obsessions,
Right.
is that the sunlight morning walks for me. I've brought that back.
Yes.
It's spring again. The sun is coming up earlier and earlier, which makes it feel like I don't have to wait to go outside.
Yeah.
Because it's so cold and dark in the mornings, and you're supposed to like
In the winter, yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
hard to get out there.
Yeah, but in the spring, it's so much easier, and I do think it affects like my sleep and being able to fall back asleep where before I like couldn't.
Oh, yes. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, and like there's actually hold on, let me pull up some science of this.
Please, we are a health science podcast.
So yeah, morning sunlight, and like you should like make it a habit because it's connected to your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is your body's 24-hour internal clock, and it's like connected to all of like our biological processes. We've been talking about circadian rhythm for years. Like
Yes.
we love talking about your circadian rhythm. And then like there's also like different kinds of lights during the day you should be using to like support your circadian rhythm. And I didn't know that about the evening. And so I'm going to tell it to you now. That way we can change some of our lights, because our lights are changeable. So the morning is white or blue. That makes sense. Morning, sunlight, lighter blue lights. Afternoon nights, yellow and orange. So we have these yellow. We should the
Well,
lights we
you know
have
what I
on
was
our
gonna
things.
say? Our lights actually have a setting, and I need to look at it because it's like a natural like circadian rhythm. It's supposed to
Yes.
come on like that white color, and then
Uh-huh.
throughout the day it goes into a more yellow, orangey color to like
Yeah.
help your eyes and like your body adjust
hmm
to say, hey, like we're winding down.
And then at night, you're supposed to use like red or
Oh,
darkness.
okay, I can't
But
do
we
red.
do,
That's like the
but no,
devil.
actually, we have changed like some of our lights before
I
in
don't want red
here.
in here though. We can do a dark color, but that always scares
No,
me.
just like a dark color. I just
Hmm.
think we should just like do it dimmer because we kept our lights on in our room a lot longer than we usually do last night too.
True, we did.
And so like I'm just thinking about all those things. But yeah, circadian rhythm. So we'll update you. We use the Hue lights.
Yes.
Tanner actually does like home installation, like smart configurations of them with Cunningham configurations.
Yeah.
If you need anything or just have any questions about that, it's pretty simple, but like
Yeah.
happy to share about it.
Definitely, for sure.
But yeah, we use the Hue smart lights. They can change all kinds of things. It's
Hmm.
really nice. It's really fun. They can also be voice activated from whatever like home
Like if you
devices you
have Google
use.
Home, anything like that,
Yes,
Alexa, all the things.
yes. And so that's cool. That's a cool way to do that. So we're gonna implement
No,
that.
that's good. Yeah, thank you for sharing that because I didn't, I mean, I knew about this, but like I had forgotten, and so like it's good. So we'll try that with the lights.
Yeah, and like it advises to get like at least 5 to 10 minutes of sun exposure in the morning. I try to get 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So just working on it. But 15 to 20 minutes on a cloudy day, 5 to 10 minutes on a full sunny morning. Start incorporating it. See how it changes your life. And then like midday sun is also important. Like when it's like going for a walk, like it's something I could be better at. Actually, somebody was telling me they went for a walk in the middle of the day, and I was like,
Like just on their lunch break, probably.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to start doing that and going outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, get your sunlight, folks.
My current obsession is heated blankets. I'm
Truly,
currently under one at the moment. It's cold here in Colorado this morning.
it is. It was 27 when I woke up, and I was like, the hell.
Yeah, so I'm currently under a heated blanket with Brooks, and I'm just obsessed. I always have been. I love them. I can't sleep with them at night. Some people sleep with them on their bed, I know.
Uh huh.
That's not for me. Like at night whenever I'm trying to sleep, no.
Yeah. No, I get hot at night. Honestly, Tanner is like a little furnace.
Hmm.
Tanner is a furnace. If I, oof, Tanner gets very sweaty at
I
night,
do.
very warm, and honestly, we sleep on with the like. Last night we went to bed with the air on
We did.
because it's freezing, so it's
Yeah.
not gonna like kick on now.
Yeah.
But like when we went to bed, like our house was still on like 70 because the sun is so powerful.
Right.
Like the sun makes it so freaking hot.
It does.
And like it warms everything up. But like our neighbors below us, like they're I saw their heat was on this morning from the thing, and I was just like, LOL. And like we like had all of our windows open last night
Yeah.
trying to just like get it cool in here.
Right. But we get so much natural light too. I bet they don't get as much because
They
they're
don't
lower.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like we're on a higher floor, like
Yeah.
the sun like literally like peers in here, and it is amazing because once again, like we don't really turn on our lights all day.
Mm-mm.
But it makes it warm.
Does warm it up.
Make it hot.
Make us hot. But yeah, that's my current obsession is heated blanket that I'm currently living under.
Oh, I do. I love a heated blanket. We got these ones from my mom.
Christmas, yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah, she did like a. These were originally for outside.
Oh, right.
Uh huh.
And they've just made their way inside.
They've made their way inside. We just wash them and reuse them. And yeah, but they did like this fire pit thing for us. It was so fun.
That was sweet, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm into my morning sunlight routine and just like getting outside, like within 20 minutes of waking up. That's what I try to do. Tanner is into his heated blankets, and we have like beef prepped and cooking.
We do.
That's kind of like our recap of yesterday. Tanner wasn't feeling good.
Oh yeah, I had a miserable migraine, so I did not go to the gym. I just
Mhm.
kind of like took it easy.
We did our live.
Yeah.
We always already having like a little bit of case of the Monday. It's not bad, not good, just Monday.
It was Monday, yeah.
And like, yeah.
Yeah. So I had a migraine. I didn't go to the gym, which was fine. It's on deck for me to do today though. Like I'm excited. I feel like, Monday was a Monday, but today's a Tuesday, so it's a new day, and I'm
Tuesdays are fresh
excited.
starts.
Yeah.
I do. I believe Tuesdays are fresh starts. I believe like things that we got you down on Monday, like you'll start to like process and work through them, and
Right.
like it'll be what it is.
Truly.
But yeah, it's just like try not to let things get you down as much. Like write it out. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? What's the best thing that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go. But we ended up watching, what did we watch last night? I'm trying to rack my
We did watch a little bit of the Summer House recap.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
The Summer House after show.
Yes.
Yeah. That's on Peacock, and they're like 30 minutes ish.
Yeah, I would say between 20 to 30 minutes. They're not very long, but they're very juicy always. I've
They
been
are.
really enjoying them.
One note I have for them, at the very end of the episode, I never know it's in because there's no real ending.
Yeah.
And so it just like kind of slides into the next thing.
Hmm.
And I'm like, they should really work on like running some credits or
Yeah,
something.
like
Like you
all
don't
they
see
really have
anything.
to do too is just like have them film a couple of like, hey, welcome
Outros.
back, or
Yeah.
like, thanks, and just like
Yeah.
wink, like talk to you
Truly.
later.
Yeah.
Like there's like literally 10 seconds.
10 seconds just
Yeah.
to make it feel
Not
like
even
a
10
bit
seconds. It
more
could be 5 seconds, just like, and thanks for watching.
right. I
Well,
just needed a little bit more buttoned up. Like they just
mhm.
leave it a little loose at the end. And I'm like, did it end? Hello? What's
I know.
happening?
And all the after shows are kind of that way.
No, they all are that way. So I'm saying all the after shows, that's my note to you. Whoever's doing that, hello,
Take a
hi.
hint.
Take a hit, whatever you need to do, and
Hmm.
fix the end of that show, please.
Fix it.
Mhm.
Fix the show.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we're just so confused on it has a beginning intro,
Yeah.
but like the outro is just so weird. It's like
There is not one.
yeah, it's just like thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week. And blah blah blah. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
But what really happened? I'm trying to remember. Nothing really,
Well,
right?
nothing really happened. We just really got into. There were like two things that like stood out to me.
Okay, what?
One was when Carl said that Paige was like a voice of reason for Lindsay, and it made me think about. He was like, "Do you really want to do this? Do you really want to do this?"
Right.
Nobody said that to me,
Oh, yes.
except
Do you really want to do this? Meaning, do you really want to get married?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like yeah? Do you really want to get married? And obviously, like, well, one like we have such a tight circle and like
Right.
such big boundaries about like everything that like obviously not many people are saying anything to me, and we were incredibly happy. But before we walked down the aisle, my
Uh-huh.
dad did. My dad was Paige, and he was
Yeah.
like, "You don't want to." Like literally,
Yeah.
like 3 seconds before we're going down. And like earlier that day, he's like, "We can do whatever you want." Like,
That's so
and
funny.
he's just like, "Yeah, he's the best."
No, everyone does need that person. Like, just like, hey, the car is running. I think Sierra said that. Like,
Uh-huh.
the car's running. Like, we can leave at any time. Like, you have another choice.
Yeah.
Like, they just want that reassurance, I think, from you that, like, this is, like, what you want to do. Like,
Yeah.
for my mom, I think that was my aunt.
Yeah.
And she should have ran. No, I'm just kidding.
Run, baby, run. Paige loves a runaway bride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty woman. But yeah, so I just like really thought that was all funny. So I was like, that was my dad. He's such a
Right.
G. Like
Such
I
a
love
G.
him so
Yeah.
much. He was just like, we can leave right now. And I'm like, Dad, like this is like the easiest decision I've ever made in my life. I'm
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
cue the music.
Let's go.
And then, like literally, but like it was like the sweetest thing that he would say that. Like,
Yeah.
because like he did pay for all of it and fly here and
Right.
set everything up. And so yeah.
Yeah. No, so
It was
sweet.
so sweet. I love him so much.
And then stood in our circle wrong, but that's okay. I love him.
He did. You can see it in the pictures.
Yeah. My only note to him. Yeah.
He was moving. He's
He-
emotional.
He was moving and grooving.
Jay likes to cry.
He does.
If there's one thing about my dad is he's emotional, and I love that. I never had to wonder about men crying with my dad. I would
Yeah.
have to say, like, my dad has always been like a little tear.
Emotion. Not even emotional, but like we'll show you emotions.
Yeah, he will show us he'll show us the full range of emotions.
Sure.
But like he's always like he's never like my dad's always cried in front of me. Like
Yeah.
one of the, like when I was a kid, he used to like come and he still does it. But like sometimes like these like sad songs or something's playing on like the radio, and he'll be like, "Come sit with me," and he'll like shed a little tear.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's so
he's the
cute.
best.
No, he's sweet.
He's the sweetest. He's such a dad.
He is a dad for sure, and we love him.
We love him.
What was the other funny part you felt in the
other
episode?
part, well, it wasn't even like funny per se, but like really, we got the Queen of Spin spinning her
Lindsay Hubbard.
wheels.
What was she saying?
So she was saying, we were talking about the whole flower boy of it all, from lover boy to flower boy.
Right.
And Kyle,
Yes.
she was like, well, this was an adult only resort. So like we couldn't have flower boys anyway. So like, why not just have like these friends do it?
Right, yeah. So if you missed last week's episode, Kyle Cook, who is Carl Radke's best friend, was best friend, and he officiated his wedding.
Carl officiated Kyle's.
He asked Kyle to be his flower boy instead of like a groomsman or an officiant or even a usher, frankly. I'm like, to me, an usher would be before a flower boy.
Yeah, no. And it was just like
in the hierarchy of wedding party, right? No?
Right. Like, I'm like, what do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. But it was wild. And so they address it on the after show. And Carl kind of says It's he said,
Yeah,
what,
Carl says he said like the thought.
the thought.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't say it was his thought.
He
He
was like
just said the
the
thought
thought, the
was,
hum behind this was
the thought
X.
behind making Kyle a flower girl or flower boy
Yeah.
was this. Not, and then he said he felt embarrassed by it. Carl said that.
Yeah, he said he felt embarrassed.
And that it was uncomfortable, really.
Yeah,
and
and
I
he
agree.
said by like the end of it, like he did say he's like, I'm not gonna put all the blame on Lindsay because like he like shared it. But like he was like by the end of it though, like we see that we didn't get married. So like what's the and we're friends still. So what's the truth?
Right, of course. Like they're doing all these press tours and interview together, Carl and Kyle. Like I think they're clearly fine.
Yeah, they're fine. And it seemed like Kyle was like Kyle's a Cancer, so I know Kyle was secretly upset.
Kyle's literally a Cancer?
Yeah, Kyle's born on like July 4th, isn't he?
That explains so much.
Hold on, I have to look.
Because whenever they were talking, whenever
he's such a sensitive.
No, I know. And whenever they were talking about Kyle wanting to be included in the girls group chat, I'm like, obviously.
I know. I was like, Tanner is in all my
I'm
group
like, why am I not in the group chat?
And like, Tanner will never respond in your group chat,
Oh,
but he wants to read it.
Yeah, I don't want to respond. Just know I'm a silent partner. Like, I'm not, I'll invest that way, but I can't give you any other kind of energy.
Yeah, and honestly, he's not going to read any of the messages like during the day. He's not going to read them until he turns his phone off, do not disturb at 11 p.m. when nobody's bothering him.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting Kyle Cook's
his birthday
from Summer House to 38 million. Kyle apparently was worth 38 million.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, then they can buy a home. It sounds like
they can purchase a home for sure. Yeah, no, that doesn't shock me though. Kyle is such like he gives Cancer.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Kyle Cook. I just want to see birthday.
I know.
We
I'm
see
like,
it every
hello.
year on the.
It has to be in the summer sometimes.
July 25th. Okay,
so he might be a Gemini. I mean, not a Gemini. What's the other one after that?
He might be a Leo. He does give big Leo energy, but he is a little sensitive.
Maybe he's like a cusp.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, I didn't love like the answers like from Lindsay that she was giving. You know, she was just really trying to spin it to us. And Gabby Prescott, who's sitting there in the interview with her, kind of looks at her like, girl, like seriously?
Right.
Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm. She does. And Lindsay doesn't even look at the camera when she says the thing about like, well, there's no flaw. This is an 18 and only up resort. Like, right. And I couldn't like, have anyone else there.
Yeah, she's like, uh-huh.
Did I give like
Lindsay kind of no.
Yeah.
But you tried. I knew what you were going for, but it wasn't given. Lindsay has such a specific voice.
Yeah, just kind of how like Erica Jane has a specific voice.
Yes.
Lindsay, like I just can't even do it.
No.
I need to practice.
You just don't have enough. You don't have enough vocal fry.
Because I've never smoked ciggies.
Yeah, it's time to start. No, I'm just kidding.
It's time to start smoking.
For the podcast career, you have to. For your podcasting career, come on.
Maybe I'll finally seem like Adele.
Hopefully. Maybe you can get a residency.
I go from one country redhead to one British redhead.
Yeah.
She's kind of redheaded. She's kind of auburn. She's dyed it now. It looks, honestly, the blonde is pretty whack to me. I don't love it.
The blonde washes her out.
I would say I just think she looks like so much more prettier in a tone that is within her color wheel, which we talked about yesterday. Yeah. Color-wise. But so.
Color-wise me.
Since this wedding didn't happen, though.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
Okay. Sorry. Carl and Lindsay's wedding did not happen, obviously.
Happen.
Yeah.
And Kyle was supposed to be in the wedding, but he wasn't.
Absolutely.
How many weddings have you been in?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, I'm like, want to give the people a little bit about us this morning.
Because if you don't know, I played piano for like my whole life, and so I was a piano like player at weddings. Mm-hmm. So am I including these two, or just like as obviously not just attending a wedding? You mean like?
Okay.
Was I an usher?
Can you count how many weddings you piano played in as a kid?
I would say.
Or young adult. I feel like you did it through your young adulthood there.
I would say less than 10.
Okay, less than 10.
But more than I would say probably 7 to 10.
So you're saying you're Billy Joel?
Probably, yeah.
Sing us a song, The Piano Man.
Yeah, I'm the Billy Joel of our hometown.
Yeah. Think about one other person who's like very talented and
they are actually like the Billy Joel. Because I don't
Who are you thinking about? I'm thinking about the person. Oh no.
Oh, okay. Here we.
No,
Okay, sorry.
actually, they are really like the Billy Joel. We know somebody that's like super freaking
And they're just
talented.
like talented. Like
Just
I can
talented
read
out.
music, but they
Uh-huh.
just like have
Just
that
like
innate
hears
gift.
music.
Yes.
He is incredibly talented.
Yeah. So no, I think of
Also
him.
married to a Gingy.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like them a
And
lot. I
honestly,
love
the
to look
only
at their
people from our
Instagrams. I
town,
wonder if
well,
people
not
know
the
who we're
only
talking about,
people,
but I don't know.
but like some people from our like, I would love to like hang out with them sometime.
I would love to hang out with them sometime.
Yeah,
But I live in,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways, Billy Joel, how do we get there?
We got there from the
Oh,
piano
piano.
man.
So am I
Yeah.
including those? But I've only actually been in weddings as like a groomsman a couple of times, and I
Hmm.
think I've been an usher like once or twice, like at friends' siblings' weddings.
Okay. I was a flower girl.
Okay.
I
Oh,
think
I did do that once too, but
I would
as
say
the
I feel
boy
like
version, the ring bearer
yeah, you did a ring
for
bearer.
my cousin.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I forget that like there's that much of an age gap between you two because like I just love her.
No, I know, but
I feel like she's just like your other cousin's age that like we love.
no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have been a ring bearer as well. So you've been a flower girl.
I've been a flower girl
Mhm.
and I actually rewore my flower girl dress as my Halloween costume when I went as Cinderella. And actually we have a picture
I was
together
gonna
in
say
that.
that's the photo where I'm dressed up as a like what is that?
You're like
Like
a
a
vampire.
vampire? Yeah.
I am a vampire. I'm a
What's that girl's name
vampire.
who has that song Vampire? I was that girl
Olivia
before.
Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo could never.
I was thinking
She
about this song from
wishes.
Juno. We went to different places.
Olivia Rodrigo wishes.
She does wish.
I wish I was her too.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just she just did some shows. I think she had a lot of sold out shows recently at the Madison Square Gardens.
I heard about this. I've heard her sing live. It
Hmm.
hurt my ears. They bled. They also had a vampire moment in my ears.
Yeah, I would say like she's not my favorite, but I do respect people that like her.
Sure.
And some of her songs are really boppy. I don't even realize they're her songs. Like that's really the thing. It's like, oh, I'm like, oh, that's a bop. And then I'm like, oh, that's Olivia Rodrigo. I didn't know. So like,
Yeah.
credit where credit's due.
Credit
So
where credit's due.
sorry, I got us distracted though. So I was a flower girl.
Yes, thank you.
I have been a bridesmaid in at least 4 weddings,
Okay.
maybe 5.
Did you feel like the bridesmaid, never the bride kind of vibe? Well, isn't that a movie? That's why I
Like
asked that.
we were so young though. Like some of these weddings, like I
Sure.
was
They took
young.
place when we were 12. I understand.
Yeah, like the
Hmm.
last wedding I was in for a friend, I was like under 25.
Okay. Yeah.
After
So it's
that,
been a minute.
yeah, like so yeah, kind of like because in that time, like how we grew up, like we were told like get married, do this, like have kids, and you should all have all these things done by the time you're 24.
Uh-huh.
Like you need to go to college, and then as soon as you get out of college, you're supposed to graduate and like then get married.
Right.
And then after you get married, if you don't have a kid within a year, like then you're doing something wrong. And like what
Yeah.
and that's like just bizarre to me that like we have like these ideas on like when people should and shouldn't have kids and like whether or not we have conversations about that to them because yeah, that's just a whole nother spiel. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
But so no, I didn't really feel like there were moments that did feel like that because I told you all previously that I'm like, you know how people are like serial monogamist? I'm a serial singleist.
hmm,
And so there'd be times I'd just be like, dang.
dang.
But you actually were a wedding date for some of the weddings.
Yeah, I was. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, have you ever caught like the flowers or the garter at weddings?
You know what?
Because that's like the single girl and boy tradition. Like you get
It
to
is.
partake
It's
in.
so uncomfortable to me. I literally would like do
Oh,
anything.
really?
Yeah, I just think because it feels like showy and you're like, I want this, blah, blah, blah.
You didn't want to win? That was me. I'm like, oh, I'm winning.
Oh no. I was like, I could never. I'm like, I'm good. Like if somebody wants to saunter after me, they can, but I cannot saunter after this.
That's so funny.
Like they're really like you were like me putting it out on the line was like when I was like, I love you in the
Yeah.
car. Like that was like
Yeah.
other than that, like I didn't need to put myself on the line.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
The last wedding that I went to and was a groomsman in,
Uh-huh.
I caught the garter
Yes, you did.
and it said on it, "You're next." And I posted a photo and said allegedly, and guess what? I was next.
You were and actually hold the damn phone. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Oops. Sorry, kids.
Tweaks. Okay,
This is a kids
while
channel,
I'm looking
KB.
at this, while
What?
I'm pulling this up because this
Mhm.
could be what I think it is. What is
This could be what you think. What?
mm,
Well, I'm
Okay.
just trying to fill the space.
No, thank you so
I don't
much.
know what to talk about though because
Okay,
I don't know where you're
no. So
going.
this was the week. Okay, this was actually the week that I like was leading up to tell you.
Uh-huh.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 3 years ago.
Yeah, but
That's actually
that's already
correct.
kind of happened, I think. I think it was a couple days ago. I
No, it
saw
wasn't.
photos. Are you sure? Okay. Well,
Mm-mm.
anyways.
It wasn't because I just found these pictures of us at Miller Park on this day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
It means a ton to me, but I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll to say all that to say, have you ever said no to being in a wedding?
Have I like been asked to be a part of a wedding and said no? Um, None that come to mind, honestly.
Yeah.
I think maybe as like a piano player
Yeah.
potentially, but not like as a. Actually, I know for a fact as a potential as a piano. Like they asked me to play piano, I was like, oh, I can't. Like I have something else.
Yeah.
And but like as a groomsman or like an usher or something like that, no.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah.
How did it go? Like, was there drama?
Yeah.
Why?
Listen, okay, I have this thing about me where like I love people so much, but after the age of like 26, I felt like I don't need to be in anybody else's wedding.
Fair.
I love you so much. I would rather spend money and buy you a nice gift.
Yeah. So you're still
Or
gonna attend. You just don't want to be in it.
actually, I don't even know if I'm gonna attend.
No, just buy him a nice gift. I agree. We don't have to go.
No, and I love your celebration of love. I do. I think that's amazing. And if it like really, if it fits in with our budget, like people don't think about that. Like we're always traveling. If it fits in with our budget, if it fits in with our time, if it fits in with like how much time off we have,
Yeah.
those are like all factors of like if I'm attending your wedding and we're not like best friends.
Right.
If you're my best, like I didn't get to go to one of my friends' wedding, but that like, and she is like one of my best friends, and that was like for a totally different reason. Like it was like a really bad happenstance. Like that's a wedding I would go to. Like, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. And it was drama.
Why though? Like what happened?
Well, I told them I wasn't going to come, that I didn't want to be a part of the wedding, but I would still come. And they were like, well, if you're going to come, then like you should be a part of the wedding. And so then I didn't come because like they continue to like double down.
Oh yeah, I hate when
And I was
people
just
double
like,
down.
I don't need to be a part of that. And like honestly, like the time off that I had at the time, like it wasn't enough
To make it work, yeah.
Yeah, I had just moved like out here.
Sure.
Like I just like I didn't have like the resources to go and do that. And they were like upset. And so I was like, okay, well if you don't want me to be in it,
Yeah.
then I mean if you saying that you want me to be in it either way, whether I come, then like I'm not coming.
I think that's a really good point. Like, I don't think a lot of the times people in these positions think about the ask that they're asking of people. You know what I mean?
Thousands of dollars.
It's huge. It's huge. And like, yes, like you can't look at everyone's plate, but you kind of can. Like, you know what your friends can kind of afford, and like you should be cognizant of that whenever you're doing it. And I think that made like it's not a reason we didn't have people in our wedding.
Well, actually, that's what I was going to talk about.
But like, it would have been a huge expense for people to come to our wedding.
A huge expense, and it's like a big reason I never wanted to have a wedding without paying for their like outfits that they were going to be a part of.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so like that's like to me like having like multiple people and inviting them and like telling them like, oh, you can be a part of my bridal party or you can do this. Like people I know were like really shocked.
Yeah.
And like if you paid attention, you would have been shocked because I've always talked about wanting a small wedding.
Right.
But like I was just like, I'm not going to ask you to pay like $150 for a dress and then something else for this and then something else for this. And then like, I'm a girl, so I'm going to get the dress, the shoes, the necklace, and the earrings. And like, you're pouring so much into that. And we didn't have the funds to say like, here's a $500 thing that you can spend on this.
No.
If I'm having somebody be a part of my wedding,
we're paying for it all.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because you are giving of your time to be at something that I asked you to be at.
Exactly.
And so that's my spiel on it.
That's my spiel too. No, I agree. It's just such a big ask, and like people just need to be like aware. Be aware of people.
Be aware, and yeah, it's also like an investment in your friendship. Like you could like toss the other side of the coin of like that, but like I've seen the budgets for a lot of the people's weddings that I've been in, and they should have paid for the attire. Right.
It's kind of like mind-boggling whenever I think about totally.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're gonna do. Like an offer to pay for like 50% of the dress or 50% of the suit.
Something, yeah.
Like it's just like it's wild.
It is.
It's wild. But you know what?
What?
I haven't had to come into that again because I don't say yes to weddings.
I'm trying to think of the last time you and I went to a wedding together.
We went to our friend
the Botanic Gardens.
It was
Wasn't that the
Botanic
last one?
Gardens, yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, we went to a wedding in
In
Lyons.
Lyons, yeah.
Two
But
of the most stunning weddings. We had two friends get married, four friends get married, really.
well,
And
yeah.
like, yeah, it was
It was great.
both amazing.
But where I was leading with that, and obviously I think going together is better
Hmm.
because we've gone together as friends, we've gone together
Hmm.
as like married,
Yeah, it's way
and
funner as a married couple.
oh yeah, for sure. But do you have any like tips for people who go like as a single?
Like, yeah, just okay. If you're going as a single,
Yeah.
I say, well, when's the last time I went to a wedding as a single?
Well, it's been a minute, I'm sure, but
Yeah, I think like if you're going as a wedding as a single, like, what friends are you going with?
yeah,
Like plan that. Honestly, like make it fun. What outfits do y'all want to coordinate and wear together? Like, do you want to coordinate like the color? Like, I think okay, fashion for me is like one of the funnest things, like put
yeah,
together an outfit. So I'm like, okay, like what's the bride's colors? And I want to like kind of be in theme with that, so their pictures look good if I'm in them,
right,
and like you feel like really pretty and planned for. And like, so if you're a wedding guest, I obviously think you're just like you just pay for your own crap. Like that's just like what it is. Let me
sure,
be very clear.
yeah,
I only think like when you're pouring in as a bridesmaid or groomsman that there should be some type of offset of cost. That's all I believe.
yeah,
But if you're going as a guest, like you're just like getting ready to have a good night out, a fun time. They're paying for your meal. Like
right,
seriously, like go have fun. Go with a couple friends. Like if you don't have like a date or if you can't bring a date, like find out what other people are going, make an event of it, have like a pre-cocktail before you go into the ceremony.
sure.
Like feel
Feel
nice.
nice. No, that's a good point. I and my tip is if they have a cash bar, make sure an envelope for their gift is not closed because you can change that check. I'm like, you want to be cheap? Oh, okay. Got it.
Got it. Got them. Yeah. That's like our takes on weddings. Oh,
Yeah. What?
both of those.
Oh,
Both of those two weddings we went to, amazing.
they were great weddings. Yeah.
Amazing bars.
Yeah,
They really put it in there.
they did. They were not cash bars.
They were not cash. They were very nice.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, single girls that go to weddings. I say, yeah, go with your friends.
Go
Make
with
a
your
fun
friends.
time out of it. If it's out of town, like treat yourself. Like you're using your hotel points, like upgrade your room.
Yeah,
Like
make it like fun.
yeah, make it fun for you. Plan something like if you want to get in the day before, like and just like
Yeah.
do something that you want to do.
Like maybe go get
Like
your nails done or
yeah,
something if
get
you
your
like doing
nails
that.
done, get a massage,
Yeah.
like do like a cool facial treatment. Just like celebrate yourself,
Yep.
and like then you can go celebrate others. Because when you celebrate others, like
I was gonna say, or put on eyelash extensions because I was thinking of that story that you posted yesterday
oh
with
my god,
Gwyneth
Gwyneth.
Paltrow.
Yeah, I want those individuals. Should we get them
I
and do
agree.
film it?
We should try it because there are some, and we have to talk about it. Girls.
Butterfly lashes.
Yeah, I'm like, there is a moment if you look like you could take flight,
Mhm.
they might be too long.
Right. I do. I do. Okay. I actually have a lot of privilege here because I have great
Yeah,
eyelashes.
you do.
I'm like, so you know what? Like, I'm not going to be a jerk,
Right.
but, and I do put on fake eyelashes every now and
Yeah.
then. But if you are taking flight, if you're launching, pop off, I guess. Like, if
Yeah.
that's what you want to do, I just don't think it's the most aesthetically pleasing. But if you're going for a look and that matches your look, go off. But most of us, like, we miss seeing the color of your eyes.
Yeah.
We miss it.
We miss it.
And like, if that's what you want to do, absolutely pop off. But know that we miss seeing the color of your eyes and you look like you're flying away. Come fly away.
Literally what I was
thinking. In the morning. Yeah. No, but I do. I want to try the individual ones.
Yeah, that Gwyneth was obsessed with.
And I want you to put them on me.
I'm scared. I would have to watch videos, but yeah, I could do it.
Honestly, I think you could.
I could. We'll film it.
Could you imagine me putting them on me? That's honestly, I should do one eye and you should do the other, and we should
get them to guess.
Techniques.
No, we should get them to guess who did which eye.
Oh, they're gonna know. I don't paint my own fingernails. Are you kidding me?
That's so true. Oh my goodness.
You want to wrap it up, my love?
Let's wrap it up.
Thank you so much for sitting with us this morning on this like everywhere, all kind of like all about us podcast. Thank you for listening to the Couples Couch this morning. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all the things. If you're not subscribing to us or following us, go ahead and do that. If you are following us and you haven't given us a 5-star review, click that button that has the stars on it and swipe all the way through. Thank you so much. We love you.
Love you. Bye.